Qwixx is a dice rolling game for up to 5 players, where you roll dice and cross out numbers on your scorecard. Each player will take a turn rolling the dice, and everyone around your table gets a chance to draw an X over one or more of the numbers on their card. The more X's you get before the game ends, the higher your score will be. But the trick is that once you make an X on a number, you can never cross off any of the numbers to the left of that X. So you have to decide whether it's worth it to place an X or to wait for a better number. In our game, Bob rolls first and immediately adds up the total of the 2 white dice and calls out that number, the public number, in this case an 8. Everyone has a chance to place an X on an 8 of any color on their card, but they don't have to, and probably nobody will on the first roll because they would lose the chance of ever scoring a 12, 11, 10, or 9 in that color. Then, Bob, because he was the roller, has the option of combining either of the white dice with any one of the colored dice to take the number in the matching color. Since both of the white dice are 4s, Bob's only options are a red 9, a yellow 7, a green 10, or a blue 5. His best choice is the green 10, which he takes. Now, Bob could have taken the public number, or one of the color combos, or both. However, because he was the one who rolled, he must take at least one number. If he cannot, or doesn't want to, he must take a misroll penalty, which is worth -5 points at the end of the game. Then Bob passes the dice to his left, and it's Sue's turn. She rolls and calls out the public number 11, which everyone is excited about. They will mark it in either the green or the blue. Now, Bob can only take it as a blue 11 because he already took a green 10, which stops him from taking the green 11. Now, even though Sue already took the public 11 in green, she can then also take a colored number if she wants to. Looking at her options, the red 7 and yellow 9 aren't great. The blue 9 is pretty good, but it's the green 10 that's our best bet. It's right next to that green 11. When you're the roller, remember you can take 2 numbers, but you must take the public number first and the color combo second. Freddy is the third to roll, and his roll is terrible. The public number is 8 again, and the only one interested in it is Sue, because it's really good for her green line. Freddy looks at his other options, and the best he can do is a red 9, a yellow 8, or a 6 in either green or blue, but it's too early in the game for any of these numbers. So he chooses not to take any of them, which means he must take a misroll. So he places a check mark in the penalty box there. Play continues in this manner for the rest of the game, which should be about 10 to 15 minutes. But how do you know when the game is over? Well, there's 2 events that can signal the end of the game. The first is if someone takes their 4th misthrow penalty. If that happens, they finish the round and the game is over. The other way the game can end is if 2 of the colors are locked out. Now, a lockout occurs when a player puts an X in the number at the far right end of the card. But here's the catch. You can't place an X there unless you already have at least 5 X's in that color. Once someone does finish a color, that color die is removed from the game and no one can place X's in that color for the rest of the game, even using the white public dice. Oh look, here it comes now. It's Sue's turn, and she calls out the public number 3, which she takes in green. Now if you notice, this is her 5th X in the green line, and she realizes this means she can take the green 2. So she places an X on the 2, and another X over the lock symbol. Then she sets the green die aside, and play passes to Freddy, as usual, except that he only has 5 dice. Play continues until someone else locks out another color. Sooner or later, it's Freddy. He locks out blue, which means the game is over. Players then score their cards. Freddy counts his red X's, 2, and consults the score chart at the bottom. 2 X's are worth 3 points, so he writes 3 in the red score box. He got 3 X's in yellow, and they're worth 6 points, so he writes 6 in the yellow box. Since he didn't get any greens, he puts 0 in the green box. And his 7 blues are worth 28. He had one misthrow, so he writes -5 in the gray box, and after some quick math, he finds his final score of 32. Unfortunately, checking in with the other players, Sue came in with 37. It was that one misthrow that cost him the game. Great job, Sue!